Welcome back to Tokened Up. I'm super excited to be here today with you with Dylan, and we are going to come over and talk about the Venom set. This set is not yet released yet. It should be dropping soon. Dylan, though, you are probably the biggest Venom fan that I know. What are you looking forward to?
I am very excited that I just wanted one good super rare Venom, and now I'm getting a full set, so it is very exciting to see. I'm hoping for some playable Venoms, if you can believe it.
As many as you can handle?
Yeah, full symbiote team would be great.
Yeah, I don't think I've told you, but I don't know a lot about Spider-Man lore, like outside of, the movie franchises.
Okay.
And my first introduction to Venom was actually in the PlayStation 1 Spider-Man game. I don't know if you ever played it, but it's got one of the coolest, villainous endings ever, where, Doc Ock and Carnage mixed together for, Carnage Ock, and he chases you through this, tube system at the end of the game. But throughout the game, at any given point, Venom can just swoop in and kind of tackle Spider-Man. And then no matter what the level was, suddenly you're just running from Venom because he didn't trigger your spider sense at all, and he was stronger and faster than you. And so no matter what it was, you could be stopping a bank robbery or something, and then suddenly Venom's on top of you, and you just got to go, and it's a race to get to safety. So
what game was that?
This was the PlayStation 1 Spider-Man game.
Okay, so it wasn't a tie-in for the movie or nothing.
No, this was way before then. This is probably one of the games that created my childhood, honestly. So I'm excited to see Venom here, and I would love Venoms like that just come into the game and just yo, I'm Venom, you got to deal with me.
Swoop in.
Exactly. So start us off here with 001, would you?
Well, right off the bat, we got to start with Venom. He's got Team Player, Sinister Syndicate, Spider-Man Family, Symbiote, Brute, Monster, and Reporter. Good slew of keywords there.
Heck yeah.
He's got this shared trait, which we'll see, I'm sure, across a lot of Venoms. It's a Symbiote Physiology.
There you go, you got it.
Plasticity shape change. If Venom is within 4 squares and line of fire of an opposing character, he cannot be targeted by ranged attacks. So we've seen that before on Spider-Ham and a bunch of other symbiotes.
I imagine we're going to see it a lot.
Yeah. It's nice that it's kind of like the wall crawler. It's something that you can just slap on there, and it's
yeah, it's like the Venom specific trait, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Then he's got another one. Fight for Bloodlust, Willpower, but succeeds on a 4 to 6. That's wonderful.
Holy crap, on a common.
When Venom uses Willpower and fails, he modifies his attack and can use Battle Fury. His attack +1. So he is an 8, 11, 18, 4, charge, super strength, and invuln. And then he kind of goes back to toughness and steel energy on the last couple of clicks. Some random clicks in the middle there of Close Combat Expert. But yeah, top dial, 60 points. Improved movement elevated, so a decent attacker for sealed. And that willpower is nice. And if you end up failing it, you get a little bonus out of it, right?
So we've got a charge piece that also has plasticity. You're going to be either attacking every turn with this willpower or getting a bonus. And the bonus includes Battle Fury to ignore other shape change, which I imagine is going to be a lot in this set.
Pretty good sealed piece, yeah.
This is nuts to start with. I know they love to use the first 3 pieces in a set to be hey, this is what we're trying to do. This is what we're playing with. And if this is the teaser, strap me in. I want to see what the rest of this looks like.
I like too that they give these close combat guys a little bit of range, right? So you could do a little shot if you need to, right?
Yeah, if they don't have this trait here.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess, but it's nice to have the option to shoot if you need to.
Yeah, but shape change with a hard reducer, fairly long dial, plus super strength all on a common. I'm here for everything this Venom's showing me. I agree with you. This dude's going to be a beater. But I'll do 002, fitting because I've already told you, Dylan, but my wife has told me that if I don't come back with both versions of Jeff after the release day, like, I may as well not come home. Like, she owns exactly 2 Heroclix. I think one's the Bookworm and the other is Jeff the Landshark. And she's about to expand her collection.
Epic to have.
We've got 002, Jeff the Landshark, with AIM Avengers Deadpool Core, Animal Assassin, and Monster keywords. For those that don't know, his real name is Jeffrey, the first of his name of the former Staten Island. The trait... actually, this is a special defense power he has called Too Cute. Jeff the Landshark takes a maximum of 1 damage from opposing characters on their starting click. That's going to be useful. We're 20 points for 4 clicks of health. We've got the dolphin speed symbol, and then 7 speed with plasticity, 11 attack with blades, 2 clicks of this special defense power, and then we are tiny size with 2 damage and exploit. So a blades exploit piece that's going to be hard to kill, because if you're top click, he's only going to take 1 from you. And he's got plasticity for the lockdown. Not bad. Like, we've seen some cool Jeffs. This is, what I expect from a Jeff. And I like that his cuteness is his defense.
Yeah, solid. Blades exploit is never a combo you can ignore, so.
What we got next?
We have the Private Detective, PD 001. He's got the PD team ability, Detective and Police keywords. He's got a trait, Gumshoe for hire, plasticity. When establishing teams, friendly characters. Choose a friendly character's keyword, Private Detective. Oh, okay, so you're putting him on any team you want.
Yeah, some keyword cheating.
It's pretty cool. 20 points. Oh, for 20 points, he's got 5 click long dial, 4 range, stealth, nothing on attack, nothing on defense, outwit, and then he gets shape changed near the end. So just a nice outwit piece that's gonna take a big hit to put down. Not bad.
Yeah, the PD team ability is interesting because that symbiote trait's going to be everywhere.
Yeah, not great for.
So I'm going to want to see range attackers with more than 4 range, so that way I can actually shoot from outside of the bubble there.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be tough to do. I like 20 points of outwit and PD that can fit on any team.
Okay.
So not bad.
Solid.
Let me go for Vermin 004. This is Revengers, Animal, and Monster keywords. We have the Sewer Travel trait, Stealth, Double Slash, Free. If Vermin occupies a square of hindering or water terrain, place him in a square of hindering or water terrain within 4 squares. So this is kind of a subversion of the wall crawler trait, where instead of swinging from different elevated, now we're just jumping from one puddle of water to another. It's also just within 4 squares, so you don't need line of fire or anything, which is pretty cool. So we've got 45 points for, holy crap, 8 clicks of health.
All super senses down the dial too.
Good gracious. And of course, remember, we've got traded stealth. We have the regular speed symbol. Strange. I was expecting dolphin, honestly. No speed power up top. 10 attack blades, 17 defense senses, and 2 damage battle fury. So we're going to be getting through all that shape change, no problem. Man, that's a little strange, though. We have stealth, but we want to be in water for the free movement. And we don't have, like, sidestep or anything to kind of help us get in there.
Hopefully it's just someone runs across line of fire. A piece of hindering.
Yeah, so, like, you're not going to be in the hindering, but hopefully you're at least, around hindering to get that bonus.
A little awkward.
A little bit awkward.
Guess that's why they give him the long dial, because he's gonna be getting shot at.
Yeah, he goes down to like a 9 attack poison in exploit, but like he loses blades when he gets the exploit. What's going to be tough is that this is a character where you're going to spend an action doing like a move to get next to somebody. But I imagine everyone and their mom in this set is going to have plasticity. So they're just going to be like, oh, okay, charge past this guy.
Yeah, okay, bye.
We'll see how he plays out. But that's a long dial. Maybe he's some mastermind fodder for someone else.
Alright, we got Spider-Man. He's got the Spider-Man team ability, as he should. 005, Spider-Man family, symbiote, reporter, and scientist. This is Peter Parker. We got Wall Crawler. That is the leap, climb, double slash. Free place Spider-Man in a square of different elevation within 4 squares in line of fire. Very cool trait that's kept around.
Super
he has
good.
A why am I so tired trait. Willpower. When Spider-Man uses it and succeeds, once per game you may turn him to click 7. So let's take a look at his regular dial here first, then we'll jump to click 7. So he's starting off 4 range, double bolts, charge, super strength, and super senses, nothing on his attack. And then he kind of just flip-flops back and forth from sidestep, gets in cap and reflexes, and outwit on the last couple clicks. But his click 7, if he succeeds his willpower from the suit, I guess he gets his flurry, which is awesome. 8 flurry, 11 attack, 18 invuln, and 4 battle fury. So that's kind of interesting that they did that. I guess the idea is you just jump in there and then hopefully you hit willpower to do some flurry damage there and some symbiotes. That's awesome.
Well, with the Spidey senses, I imagine you're going to be, up in the fray longer than most.
Yeah. Especially in sealed.
And you do have a hard reducer when you flip into that click 7, because that's only 3 clicks long. So with the hard reducer, assuming there's not a lot of exploit floating around, you've got pretty good chances to get some damage in.
Well, even if you get hit once, you got the reflexes and outwit, right? So there's a good chance you get a couple turns with this guy.
I can see it. I can see the dream.
I'm playing this guy. I'm never hitting that willpower.
Oh, 100%, bro. 100%. That's just how it works.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and take Symbiote Soldier. Wow, the sculpt on this dude looks really cool.
Yeah, this is from the Null storyline. This is very cool stuff.
So, the swirl. 006, Symbiote, Monster, Past, and Soldier keywords. Those are some good keywords. Expendable Goon, Mercury Team. When Symbiote Soldier is KO'd by an opposing character, after resolutions, you may roll a d6. So, standard Expendable Goon stuff. On a 1 through 3, so this is normally a failure, generate a slime water terrain marker in the square this character last occupied. This game, that marker has characters that begin the turn on this marker can't be placed or use speed abilities. That's pretty solid. I'm pretty sure we haven't seen the slime water terrain marker yet, but I think this is just the generic ability that they all have. And importantly, we're giving the ability to the marker, so even if this character dies, that marker is still active for the whole game. But how good is that, do you think? Characters that begin the turn on the marker can't be placed or use speed abilities.
I think it's pretty great, and it's a nice counter to everyone that can just run through everything, right? So you place that on Prime Rogue. Now she can't bust through walls, she can't ignore characters, so if you have her tied up, she can't be carried. Well, she could be carried, but then she's only...
No, can't be placed. So you can't even be carried out of it.
I was thinking like TK, but
that's a placement.
Yeah, so that's...
And I think what I like about this that's not readily apparent is that I'm fairly certain you can TK water terrain, unlike smoke that can't be TK'd at all. So you might be able to use the Ring of TK like in a more modern setting. Slide this underneath somebody on your turn to guarantee that on their turn they're not moving and running through blocking and all that. So I'll double check and then just put like an editor's note here if I'm correct on that or not. But let's move on here. In sealed, I imagine that, like, if I run up and kill this mercenary, right, like I just blow him to smithereens, that water is going to be in the square that this goon was in, which means I'm not in it because I'm not starting my turn inside of you. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I can't physically be caught by this on the turn it happens. And then 4 through 6.
Why would they do that?
I have no idea. 4 through 6, generate a character with the expendable goon trait on its 15-point starting line adjacent to a friendly character. So pretty much what we expect. 50-point and 15-point starting lines, pretty standard for goons. 50-point line, we're starting with 3 range, triple bolts, that's nice. 7 speed plasticity, 11 attack quake, 18 defense toughness, and 4 damage. I think that's shape change. Yo, this is not a bad, just basic 50-point attacker with 4 printed damage on a goon. That's crazy. 15-point line, though, we've got mind control for 6 speed, 9 attack blades, 17 defense combat reflexes, which is nice, and 2 damage close combat expert. This is going to be a tough little dude to deal with.
He's pretty cool, good for the goon box, you know?
Yeah, not bad. Like, it's nice having another mind control goon. I imagine you're going to be reaching for Mysterio more often than this character. But if any of these keywords matter to you, for like soldier, pass, monster, or symbiote for your team, this might be the goon of choice.
Alright, let's go to the first carnage of the set. We are 007, Maximum Carnage, Symbiote, and Monster keywords. We have a trait, Maximum Carnage. Once per turn, when Carnage hits, after resolutions deal 1 penetrating damage to each, up to 2 opposing characters that weren't hit but are adjacent to the hit target. So some splash damage. I believe that is a trait from the last Venom Symbiote set we got there. I can't remember what it's called. Something versus Carnage?
Oh, I thought it was Maximum Carnage, but I could be wrong.
Anyways, we are Charge, Blades, Combat Reflexes, and Shape Change. And he has that half his dial, and then he goes to Flurry, Steel Energy, and Regen. Just a kind of classic Carnage. Pretty good, though. He's got some improved elevated. He's got 50 points for 7 clicks, so above average. Just a solid classic Carnage, you know.
Nice little
Great
beater.
sculpt. I love the sword on his arm there.
Let me take us to the Zombiote. I hope I'm saying that right. 008, Symbiote, and Monster. We've got the trait, they're spreading. When Zombiote KOs an opposing character, after resolutions, you may generate a 008 Zombiote on click number 1 in the square that character last occupied. They're 20 points, double bolts. We have 8 speed with sidestep, 10 attack blades, 17 toughness, and 2 damage shape change. And they're 4 clicks long. So, not bad. I imagine if they get rolling, kind of like the recruits from the last couple of sets that we've had them. If they can kind of start generating momentum, they might take over. And especially in, I guess now we have to consider Silver Pulp when we're looking at some of these figures. This is a figure with no special power, so it'll get boosted by Bobby Drake and a couple other people that care about, 30 points or less. So it might be a nice thing to kind of collect in multiples if you're interested in those formats.
Not bad. 20 points for 4 clicks is not terrible. Alright, we got the Hive next. Cosmic Monster, 009. He's got a trait, One of Us. Hive has Safeguard Poison, double slash. When Hive KOs opposing character after resolutions, you may turn him to click 5. Let's take a look. He has 3 clicks for 15 points, plasticity, poison, no defense power, and shape change. And then if he gets a KO with 9 attack poison, then he can go to 11 attack poison, keeps plasticity, gets shape change, gets a bump in defense as well, and then he gets an exploit weakness on his damage power with the regular size, so he grows. Starts tiny, gets a kill, gets to regular size with exploits. So, gonna be tough to get a KO, I guess. If you got a bunch of them, poison, 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 one of them might get the KO, you know?
Yeah, I think we're looking at our first like dedicated tie-up piece here.
He's tiny.
He is, but plasticity still works regardless of size.
Well, unless you're 2, yeah.
Yeah, if you're 2 sizes larger, then you got a problem, which I imagine is why he grows when he goes to the other click. But I should mention, because it's the first time it's really going to matter for players, especially in sealed. Plasticity says this character breaks away on any result except a 1. Just blanket. Adjacent opposing characters that can't use phasing, plasticity, leap climb, or hypersonic speed only break away on a 6. So this set, we're going to see a lot of characters with both leap climb and plasticity that are basically going to be able to ignore the tie-up portion of this trait. So having plasticity on a character with poison that is dedicated to kind of like holding you in place, this is going to be the hardest set for that to happen.
Totally.
But if it does happen, they get more attack, more damage, and exploit, which is nice. Let's go to Black Widow. I didn't know Black Widow was a prominent Venom kind of character, but...
Yeah, we'll see why in a couple of figures here.
Okay. This is the 010. We've got the Avengers team ability, first one we've seen here, with the Avengers, Champions, Shield, Thunderbolts, Assassin, Martial Artist, and Spy. With the Alchemex Intel special trait, we have improved targeting hindering, but only to target characters that have the team ability chosen for Avengers. Okay, we have 45 points for an 8-click long dial. Good lord, Natasha. She's thick.
Long dials this set.
Yep. We start off up at the top with 7 speed stealth, 4 range double bolts, 11 attack with nothing on the attack power, 17 defense combat reflexes, and 3 damage range combat expert. 4 range combat expert is going to be a problem in this set. You can't shoot any of the Venoms. Granted, we've seen only, 2 characters so far with that trait? Maybe just 1? Maybe just the 001? So there are going to be some targets. But if this is one of your sealed attackers, you might be struggling. I do like the stealth combat reflexes combo, though. And then after a couple clicks, we go to be a charge close combat piece, and at the very end of the dial, we go to sidestep and outwit. So she's going to be good. If she gets hit, you don't really care because she's such a long dial. Like, even a max blades roll isn't going to kill her.
I kind of wanted to get hit.
Yeah, she just turns into a close combat piece, so not bad.
And next, we got Venom Bot, Symbiote Monster Robot. He is 001. He's got a trait, Bonded Spider Bot. When Venom Bot is KO'd by an opposing character, after resolutions deal that character 1 penetrating damage, and generate a slime water terrain marker that in that character square. There you go.
Now we're getting it.
That game, and then it just, it tells you what the slime does. We are improved, elevated for movement, plasticity, 8 blades, 17 naked defense, and 1 shape change. They like that combo. Shape change is good enough. I mean, it could be. It's basically super senses. So
Yeah, 8 attack with blades is tough, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
When was
I
the
guess
last
I'm tokened
time?
up, you know?
Yeah, look at that click 3.
Yeah.
When is the last time you saw a modern character with these stats on the dial? 5 speed, 8 attack, 16 defense, 1 damage. If I showed you this dial, you thought this would come straight out of 2012, bro.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, it's 15 points for 3 clicks.
Yeah, and if you kill it, like, you got the water underneath you. And if you can be tied up with plasticity, this is the last character that I want to tie me up. Because if I kill it, I still can't move anyway.
Yeah. Decent tie-up.
I would be so annoyed because you're not killing me with an 8 attack blades. Like, you're never going to touch my main character. But I can't touch you either. Like, you're just going to frustrate me.
It's that pillow fight.
Yeah. But I'll go to the next one. We've got I think this is Clintar. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Alright, so the Clintar Symbiote 012. Symbiote Cosmic Monster. We have the Taking a Host trait with Poison and Shape Change, /. When Clintar Symbiote is KO'd, you may place it on a friendly character's card. If you do, this game that character can use Poison, Shape Change, and has an additional Bolt. That's really good. We'll come back to that in a second because I'll give you the dial first if you happen to pull this in sealed. We've got 50 points and 15 points, very standard for the symbiotes we've seen so far. 0 range with triple bolts. We've got 8 speed leap climb, 11 attack precision strike, 18 defense senses, and 3 damage empower. I think this is the first empower we've seen, which always does really, really well in sealed. And then the 15-point line is 5 speed plasticity, 11 attack, in cap, 17 defense, willpower, and that 1 damage empower. So from a sealed or kind of like pulp perspective, this is going to be a piece that doesn't have a reducer, so it's going to be very easy for it to be KO'd, which is kind of what you want, so that way you can give the good abilities to someone else. This is a plasticity poison piece on the low line, and at the high line, it's shape change, senses, precision strike, empower for 3 damage. Like, that's not a bad 50-point dial. It just doesn't have a moving attack. And then on the low dial, if you're trying to kill it, it's going to be very easy for it to happen. If they don't kill it, you're in-capping their pieces while boosting your own damage and doing poison. So I kind of like this dial. I haven't seen, mini dials like this that use kind of every power kind of adds to what it's doing. But what are your thoughts on this symbiote versus the 2 symbiotes we got in the Spider-Man set?
Yeah, it's cool that it's a different flavor, right? There's a lot of characters that can benefit from getting an additional bolt, and now we have a way to do it in modern. So
that's the first thing I'm looking at, man. That additional bolt is massive.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they all give shape change. So
I think so.
Yeah.
I like handing out poison too, because the other ones I think are like blades and super strength.
Yeah.
So that's not bad. That additional bolt's going to be crazy, though, because I'm thinking for some of those really big range attackers, especially Eternity, who's going to have all keywords. So with Black Flash on the sideline, an additional bolt means you're just pinging people for unavoidable damage.
Hawkeye, give them a rollout too.
Absolutely. So that's going to be pretty solid. I imagine people are going to be able to build with it.
All right. Moving on to another Spider-Man, this one in the Ben Reilly flavor. He is 013. He has a Spider-Man team ability, New Warriors, Spider-Man family, symbiote, and scientist. He's got the well crawler trait. He has another shared trait, the sensational Spider-Man. When Spider-Man hits, after resolutions, give each hit character an action token. So in cap with extra words. But least he gets to do is damage, so it's a useful in cap.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, opposing characters within range can't remove action tokens except by clearing, so that is very nice as well.
Yo, that's solid.
That's what you want from your in cap pieces, is some other kind of juice to make it worth using, right?
Well, I like that because it interacts really well with Battle Fury. Because if the opponent has Battle Fury, which is going to be super valuable in this set, you can't give them action tokens. But now, even if you don't get that side of the trait, they still can't clear their tokens with goodwill powers. Yeah, so you're kind of getting... Yeah, it doesn't matter who you're facing. This is going to be useful.
Yep. So we have 4 range double bolts, so we're still not getting around Symbiote's range there. 10 speed running shot is nice, though. You don't see that much.
No, that's
attack,
good.
12 attack energy explosion, 18 super senses, and 3 naked damage. She is 8 clicks for 70 points. He gets hit to be a charged super strength outwit piece, which is nice. And then later down the dial, he gets a couple clicks of flurry, post combat expert, and combat reflexes. He does dip to a 10 in the middle of his dial, and then to a 9. So not great for a 70-point guy, but
I mean, it starts out at a whopping 12 attack for a common piece, though. That's wild.
He's got a steep curve. 12 down to 9. But yeah, decent energy explode piece for sealed. It's just going to be tough getting that 4 range to... Hopefully you can target someone beside a symbiote.
Yeah, and then if you energy explode someone next to the symbiote, it gets around their symbiote trait because you didn't target them directly. So I kind of like this. You've got a lot of movement. Energy explosion with double bolts is always good. We haven't seen a lot of reducers in the set yet, so energy explosion might feel great against all these rollouts. Mm-hmm. It beats shape change because you can target someone without shape change, and then it just ignores the shape change if they're next to you. So I think this piece might play a lot better than what it initially looks like. So I'm going to be happy if I pull this piece.
Yeah, solid.
Then we have Venom, and judging by that color, I think I know who this is. 014. Venom, Symbiote, Celebrity, Martial Artist, and the Monster are the keywords. Sorry, there is no Venom keyword. That's just the character's name. Real name, Mary Jane Watson. This is the black and gold Venom, of course. Symbiote physiology is the trait. We saw this before, but I'll hit it again just in case, since this is only the second one we've seen in the commons with it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the symbiote didn't have it. If Venom is within 4 squares in line of fire of an opposing character, she can't be targeted by range attacks. We've got a special defense power, all new Venom, combat reflexes, and super senses. This is 75 points for 6 clicks. We have the improved movement elevated. We've got 4 range with triple bolts. This is 8 speed charge, 11 attack incapacitate, the 17 defense with that special defense power, and then 3 damage perplex. We lose perplex immediately off getting hit, but keep in mind we have double rollouts. We've got super senses and shape change here. We've got 2 clicks of sidestep, super strength, and invuln as a hard reducer. And then the last 2 clicks are back to incap, but now we get flurry. And then the very last click we get that of perplex back. I think this is the first support power we've seen.
We've seen Outwit.
Oh, we've seen Outwit. So it's going to be nice to pull a perplex piece. 75 points for double rollouts, move and attack. I think this Venom's going to be pretty solid. You're not going to get through a lot of defense power, so it might be a little bit tough to land hits. But it's going to be hard to hit her too. So I think this one's just going to stick around the field and be annoying.
Not bad. Next we have the Symbiote Cat Sleeper. 015. Symbiote Animal, Cosmic Monster, and Scientist for keywords. They have a trait, Chemical Synthetics.
Synthesis.
Synthesis, yeah, words are hard. Power action, generate a slime water train marker within 4 squares in line of fire. This game, that marker has characters that began the turn on this marker can't be placed or used movement abilities. So another slime generator, 25 points for 3 clicks. He has the dolphin and tiny combat icons. We are leap, climb, poison, toughness, and empower. So nice little empower that you can carry around. Doing a little bit of poison, generating some slimes. Pretty decent.
Yeah, tiny empower pieces are always good in sealed.
Yeah, for sure.
And I like... Yeah, I like that this is the first slime generator we've seen that can kind of do it on command. And of course, because you're doing it on your turn, they have to start in it because you're putting it right under their feet. So I think Sleeper is going to be, a sleeper. You're going to get some good value out of this that people aren't expecting.
For sure.
We've got Eddie Brock, 016. We've got the team player team ability. Keywords are Avengers, Spider-Man family, symbiote, monster, and reporter. Our first trait is Man of 1,000 second chances. At the beginning of the game, remove a character with Venom in its name from your sideline. Turn them to any click and place them on this card. /. Eddie Brock can use the displayed standard powers of the character on his card. So this is kind of like the pilot trait, where you have a character on your sideline that you're kind of looking at to get powers. Except this Eddie Brock is using all of the displayed standard powers, not just speed and damage like we've seen in the past. Or attack and damage or whatever it was. So you're getting every single standard power you can see, which is of course only the powers with colors on them. You're not getting the special white powers. And then the second trait is the Comeback King. When Eddie Brock would be KO'd, you may instead replace him with the character from his card on its last non-KO click, then heal it 2 clicks, protected pulse wave. I feel like we're going to run into the same problem if this is a common trait that they're going to use. Because if you notice, there's no point line restriction for the Venom character. There's no single base restriction of any kind. It just needs the word Venom.
Or healing. There's no healing restriction either.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to next. They're not KO'd off taking damage. They can fully heal themselves. And importantly, Eddie Brock is replacing himself, so you don't even score Eddie Brock when you would KO him. You wait until you can KO the other guy too.
Like the Venom God of Symbiotes?
I haven't seen any of the high rarity ones. I've just seen pictures of kind of the T-Rex and the horse. But
this is the old Venom God, the LE.
Oh yeah, with the big axe.
Yeah, and he's got a click of 8. It'd be Charge, Blades, Invincible, and Exploit to give Eddie Brock.
What's really crazy is in Silver, it would be so easy to KO this dude on your own turn because he doesn't even have reducers on the back clicks. So you could KO him on your first turn, cheat in the whole 270 points of whatever Venom God of Symbiotes you want, and then you still have autonomous actions to heal that character up and just cheat in 230 points for the character if you really wanted to. It would take a lot and a dedicated team build to do it. So I don't think we're going to have to worry about Eddie Brock breaking the game or anything crazy. But I can already foretell a couple of Facebook stories of people being like, yo, this dude needs to get looked at because somebody did X, Y, and Z.
I'm definitely doing it.
Yeah, so I guess we'll do the rest of the dial. Not that it matters too much, but we've got 40 points, 8 speed of leaf climb, naked 10 attack, 17 defense toughness, and a naked 3 damage. For only 4 clicks of life, it's going to be really easy for this dude to get KO'd. On his back 2 clicks, he goes to plasticity and blades. So pretty solid. I'm looking forward to seeing what people can cheese with them, because if you're putting this on the map, it is purely for these 2 traits, which obviously they knew, otherwise they would have, made the dial a little bit more flavorful. Like, this Venom doesn't even have shape change.
Yeah.
Or the symbiote trait. Like, they want this dude to get hit.
Indeed, they knew what they're doing.
They 100%. Someone was, really putting the spice in the back of the pack where you least expect it.
The lid fell off and just dumped all in, Alright, next we got Venomized Jeff the Landshark, 017. He's got Avengers, Symbiote, Animal, and Monster keywords. He's got a trait, Ew, Shark Slobber. Plasticity shape change. When Venomized Jeff the Landshark is hit by an opposing character, after resolutions you may generate a slime water train marker in that character's square. Nice, so that's just hit by an opposing character. That is nice. This game, that character can't be placed or used movement abilities, so same thing. He's 60 points. Charge, Quake, Invuln, and Naked Defense. He is Dolphin and Giant.
Yeah, he's a giant-sized Jeff. Well, I guess because he's a killer whale, right? Like, he's huge.
Sure.
I can see it.
Then he gets put on to halfway down to sidestep. He gets a special attack power, Giant Reach 4, Steel Energy, which is very nice. Then he gets toughness, and he stays pretty similar. Just 11 attack, and then 17 defense, 18. Yeah, pretty standard. 60 points for 7 clicks is pretty good though. Yeah,
I love this sculpt. Like whatever artist initially drew this one, like you were cooking.
Yeah.
All right, this is a character I've never heard of. Mac Gargan.
What?
Mac?
That's the Scorpion.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Come on.
Yo, I didn't even know Scorpion had an alter ego, bro. I thought he was born in that suit. 018, Dark Avengers, Masters of Evil, Sinister Syndicate, Thunderbolts, and Detective. We've got the trait Multiple Masks. At the beginning of the game, remove a character named Scorpion, Spider-Man, Venom, or Virus from your sideline. Turn them to any click and place them on the card. Matt Gargan can use the displayed powers of the characters on the card. So this is looking very similar to Eddie Brock so far. Second trait, Animal Mutation Experiments. When Matt Gargan would be KO'd, you may instead replace him with the character on the card on its last non-KO click, then heal him 2 clicks, protected pulse wave. Importantly, small but very, very important difference here. This multiple mask trait is looking for the specific name: Scorpion, Spider-Man, Venom, or Virus. Whereas Eddie Brock was looking for just the word Venom inside of a name. So this is a bit more restrictive in some ways and more open than others because you get more characters.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man's pretty big.
Yeah, Spider-Man's pretty big. You're still not limited to like the size of the character. So if you've got like a 2x2... Initially when I read this card, the first one I was thinking of was the Spider Tower trio. Yeah, but thankfully they're not just named Spider-Man, so I'm happy that doesn't get cheated in here, because I would 100% do that. 40 points, 6-speed sidestep, 10 attack, naked attack, 17 naked defense, so even easier to KO than Eddie. And then 2 damage for perplex, so you even get a support power on this one. That's pretty solid. I'm sure I'll try to find a way to cook this one, but I think Eddie Brock's a little bit more exciting. Unless there's just a cracked Spider-Man I don't know about that can compete with the God of Symbiotes.
Yeah, not in point-wise, but like there are some decent ones, but you're probably just playing them instead, right? Like there's the Miles with that special Blades power, but...
Yeah, you would need to want to cheat it in for 40 points and build your team to be able to kill this guy to do it.
Yeah, I don't think there's a great option there. Unless we'll have to see.
I don't know, if you've got a cook with Mac, throw that thing in the chat for me. I'm trying to cheat him out.
Next we got the Lizard. He is Sinister Syndicate team ability 019. Sinister Syndicate, Animal Monster Scientist. He has that same sewer travel trait from the who was that?
The Vermin.
So he's got stealth, If he occupies water, he has a free move to another water square within 4 squares. So kind of cool. They're sharing the traits.
And this one actually has a dolphin.
Yeah. Imagine that. He is starting with charge, 8 speed, 11 attack quake, 18 toughness, 4 damage battle fury. He has a split dial, 75 and 30. His 30 dial starts with 6 speed, 6 speed charge, 11 quake, 18 toughness, and 3 battle fury. And then it's very symmetric dial, actually.
Yeah, you get like 2 clicks of one thing, 2 clicks, 2 clicks, 2 clicks.
Yeah. So once he takes 2 damage on either point line, he turns into a flurry, blades, regen, and exploits. So
I think this
pretty good. 30 points.
Yeah.
75. He's decently long, so.
Well, check out how far he's going to go even on 30 points. You can free sewer travel 4 squares and then charge after the sewer travel for either 3 or 4 more squares. So he's getting across the map on his own. Reminds me of that 35-point Miles Morales, just not near as impressive of an attack power.
Yeah. He and the maps in the play at home kits and the OP kits, there's a lot of water on them, so useful and sealed.
Yeah, what's funny is that since this is a placement, if you put him in the like slime water, he can't actually get out. Even though it's water to water, like it's a placement, so he's just gonna be stuck.
Yeah, slimed up.
We have Spider-Man 2 with the Spider-Man team ability. This is 020. This is the Eddie Brock Spider-Man with Spider-Man Family, Symbiote, and Reporter. We have the Symbiote Physiology trait. Same one as before, Plasticity senses. If someone's within 4 squares of line of fire, he can't be targeted by range attacks. And then we have a second trait called Choosing Parker's Legacy. If a friendly character with the Spider-Man Family team ability is in your KO area, Spider-Man 2 can use super senses and modifies his combat values +1.
Whoa.
We have improved movement elevated, which kind of makes up for him not having wall crawler, because he doesn't have leap climb. We have 65 points for 6 clicks, 4 range and 1 bolt. We have 8 speed charge, 11 attack super strength, 18 invuln, and 3 damage close combat expert. So you're going to be punching 12 for 4 with super strength, and a lot of characters in this set don't have reducers so far. So you're going to be cheesing an extra point of damage off the knockback most of the time anyway. Once you take 2 damage, you go to Flurry, Incap, Toughness, Battle Fury, and then off 2 more, you go right back to Charge, but you go to a naked attack, naked defense, or naked damage. No super senses on the dial at all, but we of course have shape change, and if this second trait activates, suddenly you're going to have double rollouts and +1 to all your stats. So he's going to be a bit of a beast and sealed if you can line it up. But even if you can't, charge, close combat expert, 12 for 4 swing, not bad.
Yeah, good on his own, and nice little cherry on top there.
Yeah, I like that when we do get traits like this that are if X criteria is met, get Y bonus. I enjoy if the character is good without those, and then getting those is the bonus.
Yeah, it's nice they didn't give him a 10, 17, 2, like, oh.
Yeah, that was a pet peeve of mine with the X-Men set, where like most of the characters felt like they were worse if they weren't fighting a Sentinel.
Yeah, indeed. Alright, next we got Rex Strickland. He is PD and Underworld team ability. 021, Shield, Symbiote, Monster, Pass, Soldier, Spy. Holy keywords.
And they're good ones too.
Yeah, that's awesome. Also, Underworld is very nice in sealed and just in general, carrying around for free.
And those keywords do not get Underworld team ability often. Like, that's going to be nice on those keywords.
He's got a trait, Grendel Program. When establishing theme teams, friendly characters with the Soldier keyword game the Symbiote keyword. Very nice keyword cheating there. Double slash. Friendly characters with both symbiote and soldier keywords can use flurry and stealth.
That's insane.
Handing out flurry
That's
to your
insane.
whole team is a choice for sure.
And stealth?
Yeah, stealth is a nice cherry for sure. If a team doesn't have anything to bust stealth, it can be a real problem for sure. Flurry. Here, you get a flurry, you get a flurry, you know?
And all they need is the soldier keyword to start.
Yeah.
And then he gives them the symbiote and then gives people with both keywords flurry and stealth after.
So yeah, it's more about giving the soldiers the symbiote. You can't really give symbiote soldier unless there's a way to do that off another keyword cheating. So.
Yeah. So this is a soldier team primarily that just gets cranked up.
Which makes sense. That's kind of this guy's whole storyline is he's a soldier leader in charge of a symbiote army where they're putting symbiotes on soldiers. So
that's absolutely insane.
Yeah. He has triple bolt, 4 range. He's running shot, 8, energy explosion, 11, 18 ESD, and 3 damage leadership. I think that's our first leadership.
I think so too.
Which is tough. 21 characters in. So you're gonna love to see this guy in the pack. 50 points for 5 clicks. Once he takes some damage, he goes to everyone's favorite Force Blast, Steel Energy, Regen, and Exploit. He keeps that 11 attack his whole dial, which is...
That's nice.
But you're playing this guy definitely in sealed, Energy Explosion, Leadership, but...
well, keep in mind that if he ends up on this back dial, he gives himself flurry as well.
Yeah.
So he's going to be flurrying with Steel Energy, and then he's going to have knockback on the flurry attacks from the Force Blast.
Yeah, he's it's a great piece. He is probably our first. Oh no, Eddie Brock too. Look at outside of sealed here that might be playable.
Yeah,
on team here.
I think Silver Pulp or Pulp in general is going to have a soldier problem. Because this dude combined with that X97 cap, like just those two together are 100 points out of your 400. All of your soldiers have +1 or +2 defense. All of them have flurry. All of them have stealth.
Good luck.
Now, thankfully, if you KO this guy, all of the flurry and stealth is gone. Like it is attached to this dial.
As it should, yeah.
But man, he's going to be sitting in stealth, and even if you can see through stealth, you've got to get through an 18 ESD, which isn't too hard, but you're going to need to punch this guy and punch him hard. Do you think that there's enough good soldiers in Modern for this dude to make a Modern team? That's not a keyword I look at very often.
I think it hurts with Predagathon getting banned now, but yeah, there is a lot of good soldiers. That X97 full movement Wolverine.
Ooh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, there's a Cable, the Prime Cable soldier.
Yeah, I think that's definitely your prime slot. So that might be fun to build with here. But let me go on to, I'm assuming this is Phage?
Yep.
022, Maximum Carnage keyword, Symbiote, Monster, and Soldier. Real name Carl Mack, I guess, or Mock. Life Foundation Symbiote is the trait. This is your standard symbiote trait. Plasticity, shape change. Oh no, this is different. Plasticity and shape change. If at least 2 other friendly characters have the scientist or symbiote keyword, that's either or. Once per turn, Phage may re-roll a d6 he rolled, including a single d6 in an attack roll. Let me reread that one more time. If at least 2 other friendly characters have scientist or symbiote, then once per turn, Phage may re-roll a single d6 that he rolled. That's pretty good. Mm-hmm. It'll get turned off fairly quickly, but depending on what this dial looks like, at minimum, if he's getting targeted for defense, you can re-roll his own shape change. And since he only targets himself, there's really no reason not to. So you basically get 2 attempts at shape change at least once per turn. We have a special attack called Symbiote Blades. Blades Claws Fangs, Giant Reach 2. We have Improved Movement Elevated, and this is a dial of 75 points and 50 points. 7 clicks long and 5 clicks long respectively, so about what we'd want. We start with 8 speed charge, 12 attack with this special Giant Reach Blades, 18 defense, and 3 damage exploit. And then the dial looks basically the same at 50 points, which is just 2 clicks down. 8 charge, 11 attack, so we lose 1 attack, 18 invuln, and then instead of exploit we gain empower. And then the last 2 clicks we gain flurry, regular blades, and battle fury. So it's definitely worth it to pay 25 points for exploit. Like exploit over empower on a main attacker that's apples to oranges. Like you're choosing exploit anytime.
Giant Reach 2 as well.
So this is a Giant Reach 2 12 attack blades that I get to reroll my shape change every turn, and then on offense I get to reroll my blades roll if I don't like it.
Yeah, pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with this uncommon. Yeah.
Like for a quarter of my build total at 75, this is the kind of character I want. Like if it doesn't have a support power for the rest of the team, let him be self-sufficient. He's a quarter of my build. So I'm liking it.
Next we got Maniac. We have 023. He's got the Underworld team ability. Magia Symbiote Soldier. He has a Venom Inc. Trait. Shape change. Friendly characters with the symbiote keyword have Underworld.
Okay.
Get the care on your symbiote brethren. He's got 3 range. 3 range is tough. Double target. He's got mind control. Precision strike 10, 18 willpower, and another leadership piece for 2 damage. He is 5 clicks for 45 points. He's also the worst Venom there has been. And I'm very sad I had to read this run with this guy as Venom.
He doesn't even have a name.
Yeah, they're like, nah, I think it's Lee something.
That's so funny. They didn't even bother putting his name on the code.
Like,
I like this guy's hoodie, though. Would you wear that hoodie if that was some Heroclix merch?
Yeah, I could probably get by in a Venom hoodie, you know?
Yeah, that's...
Probably do that.
I like the leadership, though, for 45 points. Yeah, and if symbiote becomes like a main keyword off this set, that could be useful.
I'd much rather have the Rex Strickland leadership.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
3 range mind controls.
We've got Lasher at 024. PD team ability. So this is the 3rd PD, but we've yet to see someone with over 4 range. But a lot of the main range attackers have energy explosion. So we're getting around the shape change that way, it seems. We have the we have symbiote, animal, monster, and soldier keywords. Scent tracking is the trait. If Lasher is on a theme team, which is going to be very easy with those keywords, friendly characters can use improved targeting, hindering, and characters.
Thank goodness soldiers weren't good enough, you know?
Dude, soldiers don't really have a lot of support powers now that Predegaton's gone.
Yeah.
But animal, monster, symbiote, like if any of these characters we ever see get prob on any of these dials, which I don't think we've seen at all yet.
No prob.
We're going to get see-through characters, see-through stealth prob, which is going to be cool. Improved movement, elevated, and characters. I like what I'm seeing. We have 75 points and 35 points for 8 clicks and 4 clicks, so a little healthier than average on both sides. We start 10 speed charge, so really fast. 11 attack blades, 18 defense super senses, and 1 damage empower on a 75 point piece.
1 damage blades.
That's
so scary.
That's kind of wild, honestly. Someone is cooking. And then on
cooking what?
They got cereal on the stove, bro. It's cooking. We've got 35 points. Starts on click 5 with sidestep, poison, toughness, and 3 damage. And at the very end of the dial, we go down to plasticity, steel energy, and 4 damage exploit at the end of the dial. Did that just get... Oh, no, he ramps up over time.
Yeah.
So it starts with 1 damage. After 2 clicks, you go to 2 damage. After 2 more, you go to 3 damage. After 2 clicks, we go to 4 damage.
So really, you're playing him at 35, like, unless you really need that empower. But
I'm not paying 75 points for empower.
Yeah.
I would pay 30. I would pay 35 points for like sidestep poison, but we don't have plasticity. We don't have traded shape change. Honestly, 35 points for sidestep PD and giving my other range attackers see-through characters and stealth, that I would play.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've sold myself now. But if I see you playing this at 75, you're going to have to explain yourself to me.
Next, we got Sliver. This is our Black Widow symbiote. That is why she's earlier in the set here.
I gotcha. Okay.
She has the Avengers team ability. She is 0-25. Keywords are Avengers, Shield, Symbiote, Assassin, Martial Artist, Monster, Spy. She's got them all. She's got a trait. Let her run loose. Stealth. Double slash. Free. Once per game. Turns Sliver to click 7. If you do, this game she can't use Stealth or Avengers. Let's take a look at our first dial here before we look at that second attack power. So she's 50 points. She has 4 range, 1 bolt. Running shot 6. 11 precision. Reflexes 17. And shape change for 3 damage. She takes some damage. She'll get Pen Blast but lose her defense and damage power. And then she gets some sidestep near the end, and then she gains her attack powers back. But you have the ability to do for free, so that's nice. You don't have to do it on kill or anything. You can turn her to a close combat piece, which she'll have Flurry, a special attack power that is Zombiote Corruption, Blades, Claws, Fangs, Steel Energy, Double Slash. When Sliver KOs an opposing character after resolutions, you may generate a 008 Zombiote on click 1 into the square the KO'd character last occupied. So a little generation on kill. We'll have to go back and see if that figure is any good here. That is an 11 attack, 18 senses, and Battle Fury. So was that 008?
Yeah, it's the one with sidestep, blades, you know.
Just a decent attacker, 20 points.
Yeah, not bad.
Clicks, so definitely decent in sealed. But yeah, I guess you get a little bit of pot shot off, and then you can...
Yeah, I like it.
Someone bases you, change it to flurry, you know?
Like, most characters in the set are going to be close attackers, so you're going to be a 19 defense against almost everybody. You've got stealth combat reflexes, so you're really not going to get shot at range too often. Mm-hmm. And then when you flip over, you've got Battle Fury to burn through the shape change on the other side.
Yeah, cool piece.
Yeah, even if you do get hit, unless you get a max blades roll, she's going to survive the hit. Because she's got like the full 5 clicks of life, and then when you flip over, she's going to have 5 more clicks of life. Yeah. So I bet she's going to play well.
Yeah, you can even cheat it too, right? If you take a hit and then you click over to click 7, right? So
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like you don't even care if she gets hit because that's just more health for you. Yep. Then we have the Symbiote Surface 026. This is labeled as a rare or a super rare. It looks like, but it's kind of in the spot between uncommons and rares. So I don't know what's going on there. But I do know these do come in the packs, right?
Yeah, it takes up a character slot.
Okay.
And I think it's in the uncommon slot. It's just, for whatever reason, they like to give objects the super rare tab. So
we've got Symbiote Surface. We've got the mountain symbol, which means you cannot place this within 5 squares of your starting line. Of any starting line, I should say. This is water terrain. Symbiote surface isn't unique. At the beginning of your turn, you may generate a slime water terrain marker in a square within 4 squares. This game, that marker has... Oh!
Yes.
That's quite a bit better than what I expected. I thought this was going to just be slime water terrain. But this generates slime water terrain within 4 squares of it. And it doesn't need to be able to see that square either. That's pretty solid.
0 points, too.
So this takes up one of your 3 terrain slots on a modern build, of course. I could definitely see this making the cut.
Right. Improved movement has gone on too far. It's been too important, right?
Yeah, it is important that you can't create this in such a way that you screw your opponent over on turn 1.
Yeah.
Because you can only place it like 5 squares away, and then you generate 4 squares away from this surface. So you could theoretically put slime directly in front of the other team, but you can't, cheat it all the way up there without a little bit of help in some way. I like it.
I like when they sprinkle in new things in a set, not just characters. It sucks to get it in a booster sometimes, but overall, it's nice to get that instead of your third maniac uncommon.
Yeah, I was really worried because I haven't seen many of the unboxings at all, but I did see one where I thought I saw somebody pull this, and I was like, man, if that's just the water terrain, I'm going to be so upset. But this, I'm here for.
Happy
yeah, because now my brain's being tickled in ways that make me excited. Where I'm thinking, like, how can I put this and, like, really change a game and switch up, like, what someone's expecting? I'm here for it.
All right, next we got another special object. This is the manhole cover, 027, special object. Effect, manhole cover isn't unique, so you can play multiples. The square manhole cover occupies is water terrain. / when manhole cover is used in a ranged terrain action. After resolutions, give a hit character 2 action tokens. So nice little big hit for a double incap on top of your extra damage.
Yeah, because you're going to give the base damage from terrain, which is I think only plus I think it's just basic 2 damage for ranged terrain actions, because they don't add damage to ranged terrain.
Oh, because you have to use it in ranged terrain, right?
Yeah, it's normally just the base value. So unless this has like 3 damage or 4 damage for ranged terrain, which is somewhat rare, I am not terribly excited for this. There are some characters that can do free ranged terrain actions, in which case this is all upside, minus taking away one of your spots on terrain for the build sheet.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to make the cut.
Yeah, I'd say as excited as I was for Symbiote Surface, this is like the other side of the coin for me. This is probably going to see as much play as, I'll take a wild guess and say the Soundwave object from Lantern Legacy.
I was thinking the Soundwave, yeah.
Yeah.
There's just too many good objects that something like this is only going to make like a fun team where you got some free TK or,
Yeah, because I could imagine playing a team with 3 of these where like your whole gimmick is doing the bit.
Double cap, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see it making like any kind of real teams, unfortunately.
Yep.
Alright, so I've got Chasm, it looks like.
Yep.
028, Spider-Man family, monster, mystical, scientist are the keywords. This is Ben Reilly. And then we have a trait, All the Power. When Chasm hits, after resolutions, generate a web smoke terrain marker in the squares of each hit character. This game, those markers have characters occupying this marker must break away to move and can't automatically succeed in their breakaway rolls. Remove this marker from the game when no character occupies it. That's always a really solid ability. It's usually quite confusing for new players, especially because breakaway isn't really explored a lot in like the beginning rule set for players. But traits like this that can lock down a single character, make it difficult for them to kind of break into your team and kill all your support characters, is usually pretty good. Chasm is 90 points with improved movement elevated, improved targeting characters so we can see through characters no problem. 3 range double bolts. We've got 8 speed charge, 11 attack quake, 18 defense with a special defense power, and 3 damage close combat expert. That special defense power is none of the responsibility. Super senses. When Chasm uses it and succeeds, after resolutions, deal the attacker damage equal to their printed damage value. Protected outwit. That's great.
Yep.
I love seeing protected super senses on a Spider-Man character. My largest pet peeve is when they don't give that to a mainline Spider-Man. But this is good. And that ability is basically we have that ability already for shape change on an item. So this Chasm doing it for super senses is pretty freaking solid. Also, if you want a common, uncommon kind of like build, this Chasm has the Spider-Man family keyword. So if you play him with the amazing Spider Friends, you can kind of cheat quite a bit more like defense powers onto this guy too, which is cool. But 90 points for 8 clicks, a little bit below rate, but you got a cheesy super senses, which I like. After 3 clicks of damage, we go into like a range combat mode with 6 speed running shot and then 10 damage or 10 attack pin blast for 4 damage, which is still great. And then at the very back end, we go into a Blades Battle Fury piece. Kind of cool. I bet you he's going to play well in sealed. Especially because there's like no precision strike in this set outside of Sliver, I think, had it.
Yeah, there's a couple, yeah.
And
it's tough though. Once you're charged in there, you got no way to running shot backwards unless you charge and kill your guy, I guess.
Yeah, there's no like wall crawler or anything to like retreat with, but so the middle dial's clunky.
Yeah.
But I'm here for everything else I'm seeing.
Yeah, you can't be mad with succeeding senses and then dealing damage back.
Dude, let me look back at this 001 Venom, because this is probably the best close attacker we've seen so far. If I make my super senses on Chasm, I'm dealing 4 damage back to Venom, so I'm not getting hit at all, and I'm putting him 2 clicks down his dial, even though he's got a hard reducer. Because it's full damage, right? It's not half?
Yep. Yeah, no, it's full.
Yeah, that's solid, dude. I bet you he's going to play like a Dream and Sealed, and there's going to be some games where this is the last dude alive, and your opponent just kills themselves off of it, and they're just going to be so upset.
Luckily, he doesn't have the Spider-Man team ability, so it's just 5/6. So
it would be a little bit broken with that, I think, in Sealed anyway.
Yeah, for sure. Love the costume though. That's
yeah, the kind of
purple.
Yeah, like the Prowler colors, like the negative version of Spider-Man's colors.
Next we have Virus. This is Mac Gargan. He has the Masters of Evil team ability. I think that's the first in the set as well. He is 029A. Masters of Evil, Sinister Syndicate, Thunderbolts, Armor, and Detective keywords. He has a trait, Never Stop Hunting You. He has ESD Willpower. If Virus is adjacent to opposing character, increase the result of his D6 rolls by +1.
Okay.
Not great for a ranged attacker, but let's see what else he's got. He has a special defense power, Recycled War Machine Parts, Imperv Super Senses. That is wonderful.
Especially with that trait.
Look at this, Jay. We got our 5 range finally. 5
and
range
double bolts.
Yeah. Running shot 8, 11 energy explosion. He has that special defense power, and then range combat expert. He does have flight, which is also something I don't think we've seen.
This might be the first flyer in the whole set.
Yeah, he is 90 points for 7 clicks, so that's a bit tough. He does have a 40-point line, which is running shot 6, energy explosion 10, 17 invuln, and enhancement.
First enhancement I think we've seen as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a weird set for powers distribution. I wonder if there's any prob in the CUR.
I haven't seen it yet,
We're
but
running. This is our first rare here.
I mean, this is double target energy explosion, shooting with 12 attack because you've got the range combat expert. And I've mentioned it before, there's not a lot of reducers in this set. And if you are hitting someone with a reducer, like that first Venom we saw, we can shoot from outside of his thing, assuming he's not already within 4 of another character. So I'm liking what I'm seeing in terms of the range attacker. And if you base me, I have 4 through 6 imperv and 4 through 6 senses. Because I'm getting +1 to all my d6 rolls. And I'm getting it on willpower afterwards if you're in my face still.
Yeah.
So I'm really liking this. The only thing that would make it better is like a wall crawler trait or like a free sidestep, like something to actually break away to then, keep shooting at range. Yeah. But for just a rare piece, I like what I see here.
I wish his bottom die was a bit different. Like it's just nothing special, right? Like if you would have made him a melee piece, like he doesn't even have anything he can do his special +1 willpower, I guess.
Yeah, he's gonna have it for willpower no matter what. It's gonna be tough though because people are gonna think that last click is a stop click, and it's just not.
Yeah, and you're never. Well, maybe in CLG you might be stopping on that click.
Yeah, if you get hit for 5, you'll stop right there, but that's not gonna happen a lot in the set. We haven't seen anything that's swinging for 5 yet.
Well, we got some Blades exploit, but yeah, they gotta high roll that Blades. I was wondering if you want to do a trade deal here.
What you got?
I do Agent Anti-Venom and you do your Carnage Electra.
Yeah, I'm down for it.
Because we'll both land on opposites there, so I'm very excited that we got a Agent Anti-Venom. The only downside is the sculpt is lacking. No guns, no tentacles, no. I mean, we got it, so beggars can't be choosers.
He looks imposing though, like.
Yeah, for standing at the bus, he's menacing. Looking at that bus,
well, seeing armor and like this kind of face mask where he's like really aggressive looking on the standard Venom costume, which is already cool. Mm-hmm. I like everything I've seen here. In fact, characters like this in Heroclix, when they make them well, make me want to go find out about the character.
Yeah, I just get what could have been, especially when we look at the next sculpt for just a rare, like.
Oh, go ahead and hit us with Agent Anti-Venom.
We got Team Player Spider-Man team ability. He is 029B, so he is a Prime. We got Avengers, Spider-Man Family, Symbiote, Thunderbolts, Monster, and Soldier. He is, of course, Flash Thompson. He has a trait, Anti-Venom Burns. Opposing characters within range and line of fire can't use Shape Change or Super Senses.
Oh my good. Are you kidding me?
Global turn-off of rollouts.
No, within 4, because his range.
Oh, did I say global?
Yeah. It is range and line of fire.
Yeah.
So it doesn't see through characters, but that...
Unless we got our soldier buddy that lets us see through characters.
I mean, I'm a frequent abuser of Caveman Wally, so I know how good that is, and turning off shape change as well on these keywords, that's insane. Go on.
Pretty solid. We got heal my unit.
Hey,
at the beginning of your turn.
We need to pause that.
You may heal a friendly character 1 click, so that is a friendly, so he can heal himself. Double slash, when another friendly character would be KO'd instead, turn them to their last KO click and heal them 2 clicks. If you do, Agent Anti-Venom cannot use this trait for the rest of the game. Protected Pulse Wave. So just a little bit of...
Hold on here. So we have taken away both rollouts from anyone he can see. And of course we can put the Destroyer armor on him so he can get all kinds of vision. And it's within range, so we can modify his range no problem.
To a 7, yeah.
And then we're also passively healing characters at the beginning of the turn. Which includes himself, and that's global. And we're getting the Prime Panther ability to just save someone from being KO'd.
I'd say this more like the Wonder Woman because it's anywhere, or Panther. It's anywhere if you're Wakanda, but it's
Oh my
adjacent
goodness.
otherwise. But yeah,
Oh,
yeah, bring back.
okay.
those-
That is a drawback though, because if you do save someone, you no longer get the free heal either, because
Yeah.
it's all the same trait.
Yeah, it'd be pretty broken. Just keep bringing it back.
That's okay. Yeah, we're here.
Those are some prime worthy traits. You know, you gotta
That's a rare prime.
do something special. To,
And he hasn't even done anything yet. This could have been a
Yeah.
naked dial, and I'd still be impressed.
So he is 70 points for 7 clicks. We are 4 range, double bolts, running shot 8, 12 precision, 19 invincible, 4 damage with a special damage power, which is X Thunderbolt. Leadership, double slash. When Agent Anti-Venom uses team player, he may choose a team ability an opposing character can use. So that could be useful if they have Wonder Woman senses or something like that. So then you can have just regular senses or some kind of ability you don't have on your team.
Yeah, this is a
kind of neat.
fantastic prime, especially for Spider-Man family, because they're kind of struggling on the primes right now. Not to mention, just symbiote.
Right. And then he gets hit on to a close attacker, which is kind of the way I like to see it. You're ranged and then you get hit to close. Or charge blades. He turns to invuln after invincible. And then he gets outwit as well. So, yeah, I'm very excited to play this guy, especially with some upcoming equipment that he gets for free. He is a cool piece. I'm glad he's here and that he is playable.
Dude,
He might not beat
solid.
up some primes, but he is unique and we'll definitely see play, I believe.
Yeah, this is more of like a team player prime where it's making everything on your team work and like your team function. So if you like the complicated teams like I do, this is probably going to shine. It's not a rogue prime that's just the whole team on one dial.
Click,
Yeah.
You're dead.
But that's cool, man. That's why I like not, spoiling myself on the set and kind of seeing them the first time with you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that I get to hear you hype up this character and then just get it line by line of like, and he's got this.
I haven't even touched this dial yet.
That's pretty freaking cool, man.
Right?
So I'll take the next one, 030 Poison Spider-Man with the Spider-Man TA. We've got Spider-Man family, Brute keyword, Cosmic Monster Reporter Scientist, real name unknown. We have the Wall Crawler trait, Leap Climb, Double Slash, free, place Poison Spider-Man in a square of different elevation with 4 squares in line of fire. We have the part of the Hive trait, Poison Spider-Man has Safeguard Poison. And it looks like we've got a special damage power that we're going to get access to on the low point line, which is Exploit Weakness, Double Slash. When Poison Spider-Man attacks, opposing characters decrease the result of their single d6 rolls by -1 during that attack. So it'll help us get through characters that have combined Reducing Pin with Imperv, which is on a one-shot, so that'll come up quite a bit. And it'll help get through Shape Change and Senses. I'm pretty sure this gets through Shape Change because you have to attack to initiate it.
Yeah, attacks, yeah.
We've got improved movement, characters, which is nice. The 70-point line is 8 clicks long. 40-point line is 5 clicks long, so healthy. And we start out with 4 range double bolts, 8 speed hypersonic. I think this is the first hypersonic we've seen in the set. 11 attack super strength. Fantastic combo because hypersonic includes 2 different moves. And on each move, you can either pick up or put down a piece of terrain. So those 2 together means you can maneuver the terrain around the battlefield super easily. Defense is 17 combat reflexes. And then we've got 3 damage close combat expert. The low point line starts on click 4. And we have charge, 8 speed, naked attack at 11. And then 18 defense willpower. And then we get that access to the War of the Symbiote special damage power, exploit, -1 on d6s. Last 2 clicks is flurry, outwit, blades, combat reflexes.
A little squishy with no rollouts.
Yeah, no rollouts of any kind. No way to beat rollouts. Has safeguard poison, but no poison himself, which is a little bit weird. Usually those two kind of come together.
Poison Spider-Man.
And I mean, we do have improve movement characters on Hypersonic, which is a great combo.
Yep.
So I imagine that this piece is going to play decently in sealed, because this is going to be a piece where you ignore the front line and go after pieces without a rollout, and then just punch them 12 for 4 with super strength, knock them back into a wall, and get a KO.
Yeah.
So this will kind of run like an assassin type piece, and using that free placement to kind of get out of dodge and put the enemy team at a hard place to come get them. But if you leave them in a straight up fight or let some of these big symbiotes just jump all over them, you're going to be dealing with Pancake Spider-Man and not Poison Spider-Man pretty quick.
Nice. Next, we got Elektra here.
Yeah.
She has Team Player 031A. She has the keywords Heroes for Hire, The Hand, Thunderbolts, Assassin, Martial Artist, real name Elektra Nachos. She has the trait Disarm. When Elektra hits after resolutions, give each hit character an action token. Then those characters unequip any equipment.
Solid.
That's pretty nice. It's got a special movement power, her whole dial, Ninja Mastery, Sidestep Stealth. She is 50 points for 6 clicks, 3 range double bolts. And I like their 3 range this set.
Yeah, they've been kind of tossing that around a little bit.
12 attack precision, 18 reflexes, 3 damage exploit, and then she kind of gets hit on to blades, super senses, and outwit. So just a slow and steady striker from the shadows, I guess.
Yeah, I think she's gonna do fine. I mean, no improved movementing, so she's gonna get tied up by any of the plasticity tie-up pieces. Mm-hmm. But she's gonna uniquely do really well into a lot of the Spider-Man family pieces, because she's got one of the only precision strikes we've seen, especially tied with the 12 attack and exploit. Mm-hmm. So she's gonna be really matchup dependent. There's gonna be some games where she feels amazing in sealed, and some games where she just gets rolled over, tied up, folded up like a lawn chair, and put out back.
Tied up by the little symbiote spider.
But there is equipment in the set, so that disarm might actually come into play in sealed if someone opens up like one of the nice equipment pieces.
Yeah, it could be big.
But just sidestep and 3 range means that she's not going to be mobilized very easily. But stealth, reflexes, solid combo. And I've got Carnage Elektra. This is one of the only characters I've actually seen from this set and actually read through. So this is the 031 B side Carnage Elektra. This is a Prime. Symbiote, Assassin, Martial Artist, and Monster. I will note that anytime you see Martial Artist, this means that we do get a God for free, which can come into play. We have the Target trait. I think this is the first time we've seen it in this set. At the beginning of the game, for all friendly characters of this trait, give a target token to an opposing character. / For all characters of this trait, when a friendly character with the Assassin keyword KOs an opposing character with a target token, score 25 victory points. For those that don't know, victory points are how you win the game. You don't always just full clear the other person's team. If time gets called, you count up how many points you've KO'd from the other person, and those are your victory points. For every target token, you're getting an extra 25. So, pretty good way to win a game that goes to time. We have the Tracking Heartbeats trait, which is Plasticity. When an opposing character heals, after resolutions, give them a target token. Friendly characters with a target trait treat that token as if it were generated by that trait. That is really freaking good. There are not a lot of ways in Modern to pass around extra targets, because a lot of the assassin characters will do some kind of bonus if you KO or damage the target. And so having a Prime give out extra targets is quite good. And we have a special speed power, like a tornado filled with knives, that we have the whole dial. Hypersonic speed. When Carnage Electra uses it, after resolutions deal 1 damage to each opposing character she moved through during that action. This isn't penetrating or anything, it's just 1 damage. So she's definitely going for the backline support pieces with like super senses and stuff with that. We are 60 points, only 1 point line, 7 clicks long, starts with 9 speed of that special hypersonic, 12 attack with blades, 17 defense super senses, and 2 damage shape change. So double rollouts to compensate for the low defense. And we have improved movement characters. So overall, I'm really kind of liking her for the assassin archetype. The archetype does not currently have a character that truly abuses the target trait. Like there's no dead shot in modern that just, shoots through everything to hit the target. There's no character that like heals you off killing the target, like Volusia, I think her name was in next phase. So we are missing the payoff side of the fence. But in terms of just as bundled into this archetype, Elektra's giving out more victory points, giving out more target tokens to then score more victory points. You can currently keyword cheat all yellow lanterns into assassin super easy for just like 25 points or whatever Dez's point value is. So you definitely have team building opportunities there. And if you combine this with something like Black Flash, with a speedster obviously that can abuse it, then when they heal back off of the Black Flash damage, now they're getting the tracking heartbeats trait and getting a target token. The heart-shaped herb in modern, when it heals the enemy team, they all now get target tokens. So you can get the entire enemy team with target tokens like that. And it's going to happen in normal play. You don't even have to do anything special on your side. The enemy team just sits next to their own herb and whoop, messed up.
You're a target.
Yep. You done messed up now, AA Ron?
Definitely good in silver. I think once we see the Batman set, there'll probably be some more target.
Oh yeah, they love throwing out target into DC.
Yeah, I like how they're not one and doneing traits though. They're putting it in sets, DC, Marvel. Like it's cool to see. Especially
team building ones like this. I love when they throw plants into stuff, when they throw target into stuff. Like, give me these alternative team build archetypes that are unique to Heroclix. I think this Elektra is going to do pretty decent. Probably not the first 6 months she's out, but if that payoff comes into modern, this character's coming back. Very similar to Notorious with both Talon and the other Prime, Ra's al Ghul. If you happen to pull her in sealed, I would definitely just hypersonic around the back line. Spread out that 1 damage to people you go through. Aim for the weak stuff first. Do not sit this Elektra in front of the common Venom and be like, let's go, dude, because you don't have a reducer and you only have 17 defense.
Yeah. And he could have Battle Fury, so.
100%.
No TK in this set yet. No TK, no prob.
Yeah.
1 perplex.
This
is a punch him up set.
Yeah, you're going to be playing old school clicks and sealed. Like anything on the dial, that's what you're getting.
I charge, I punch.
Yeah, which is cool. Like those are fun. Especially because unlike the Spider-Man set where super senses was literally everywhere.
4 to 6 senses too,
yeah. This set seems really spread out. Like some things have shape change, some things have senses, some things have a reducer. And the answers for them are also spread out. So I'm willing to bet this sealed format's going to be really enjoyable. You know, assuming you don't open 7 manhole covers.
All right, let's move along here. We got Venomized Miles Morales, 032. He's got Avengers Horseman, Spider-Man Family, Symbiote, and Future. He has the Wall Crawler trait, which we love to see. They're even doing that kind of in DC now with Batman, right? He has a...
Yeah, they like throwing Batman the grapple hook.
Yeah, that's awesome. He's got the symbiote. So he's got double shared traits within the set here, the symbiote physiology and the wall crawler. So that gives him that shape change, plasticity, can't be shot within 4. He also has a special attack power, We Are Ready to Hunt, Blades, Claws, Fangs, Giant Reach 3. He has improved targeting for elevated. He's 60 points for 7 clicks. Again, no movement attack. There's a lot in this set. He's just got stealth. 7 movement stealth. He does have the wall crawler, though, to get around a little bit.
And importantly, the improved targeting elevated. He doesn't need to be on the... Yeah, he doesn't need to be on the rim to be able to see down or up. Like, he can just... Yeah. If there's elevated within 4 of him, he can get to it, which is awesome.
Nice combo with the Giant Reach 3. He has that special attack power for 4 clicks. Reflexes, no damage power. And then he, halfway through, he gets some Flurry Exploit, which is awesome. Gains a reducer, which is rare to see.
Yeah, that is super rare.
He has invulnerability for the middle 3 clicks. And then back to reflexes and stealth. And just a regular blades. So, great sculpt. He does have shape change, senses on a 6. Yeah, kind of neat. Jumping around, punching through skyscrapers, you know.
I think this is also going to be one of those pieces that just kind of hunts down the weaker pieces on the map. Because Giant Reach 3 is fantastic. I mean, you don't want to hit this guy because the dial is long enough where he's going to survive no matter what.
Yeah, you hit him and he's...
And if he hits those middle clicks, he's going to hit you back hard.
That click 4 with 12 attack is 12 attack exploit blades.
Yeah, any of those exploit clicks, if he lands there, it's up for you on the crackback.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I'll take Riot 033, Maximum Carnage, Symbiote, Monster, Soldier keywords. This is Trevor Cole. We have the Life Foundation Symbiote, Plasticity, Shape Change, Double Slash. If at least 2 other friendly characters have the Scientist or Symbiote keyword, once per turn, Riot may reroll a d6 he rolled. So we saw this before on...
Phage.
Who was the other one? Phage? Okay.
Yeah.
And importantly, neither of them have the Scientist keyword. So I'm wondering where that's going to come in, or if that's just a like a call out to their storyline. I don't know. We have a special attack power. That's the whole dial. Symbiote Smash. Super Strength, Giant Reach 2, Double Slash. When Riot hits until your next turn, the next time each character would roll a single d6, the result is a 1 instead. So you do have to beat both rollouts because he has to successfully hit. But once he does, you're really lining up a follow-up hit because then their next shape changer senses is only going to be a 1. Or if you're the last person to hit somebody, you're going to guarantee a 1 either on their blades roll on their turn or on their willpower on their turn. So this does really nice double duty depending on what you need on the turn is how you're going to order the attacks. We have improved movement, elevated, and blocking. And this isn't destroy blocking. This is just you move through the blocking and leave it intact behind you, which is really cool. We have a 75-point line and a 50-point line. On 75, we start with 6-speed charge, so a bit slow. 10 attack with this super strength, the Giant Reach ability. 19 defense, invincible. We haven't seen a lot of invincible in this set. And 3 damage, super strength. So he's going to be punching 11 for 4 with super strength for that extra knockback if we hit it. And then on the 50-point line, we go sidestep instead of charge. We go down to 18 defense, invincible. And 3 damage in power. So we're losing the close combat expert. And then the very last 2 clicks, we go 6 attack charge. We go up to an 11. We trade we trade invincible for invulnerability. And we get Battle Battle Fury, excuse me. Seems pretty cool. I don't immediately see a combo with him and Phage. They both seem very self-contained. I like that both of their point values are that same 75 or 50, so like you know they're going to be built to kind of like work together. They both have the keyword that the other ones are looking for to do their special thing. But these two seem like the front line of whatever this Life Foundation sub-theme is. I don't know anything about their storyline, but when I see characters designed to be played together, I get really excited. So I'm going to be looking out for this trait as we go forward.
Yeah. He's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's nice whenever you see some like a unique attack power there. So
yeah, that's. And I like that you can use that on offense or defense. So like your choice as a player is going to matter when Riot's run into the enemy team. Yeah. And he's only got one bolt, so if you do kill that other symbiote to give him a second one, and now you're tagging this on two characters, that could be a big deal. Or if you can give this dude Quake or something.
Alright, next we got Pork Grind. He's got the Sinister Syndicate team ability. He's 034. This is the Venom of Spider-Ham's universe.
I don't know why I never assumed that Spider-Ham had a Venom side to him, but that's hilarious.
Yeah. He has Sinister Syndicate, Symbiote, Brute, and Monster keywords. He's got it's a movement power, Wall Smasher. Free place Pork Grind adjacent to a piece of blocking terrain within 4 squares, then destroy that blocking terrain. Interesting. So he's
really
jumping
good.
around to even just walls and destroying them.
And it's adjacent to the wall, so the wall just has to be within 4, and then you're going the 5th square on the other side of it.
Boom through the wall.
Or on that like longer 1x3 blocking terrain that we've got floating around in Modern. You can get all the way to the other side of the 1x3 and get really far.
No, that's unique. That's cool. We like it. He is 50 points for 8 clicks.
Whew.
8 clicks.
That's a big boy.
My goodness.
That's a beefy boy.
That's a big pork.
A porky boy, I guess.
Yeah. He's got improved movement elevated. He is an 8 with that special move power, 11 super strength, 18 invincible, and 3 shape change. He has a kind of cool cascading. He gets the movement power, the attack power, and then the special defense power. So we'll go over that. He has plasticity when he gets the special attack power, and then he gets toughness and battle fury. His special attack power on those 3 clicks is, I'll show you tune stuff. Power, generate an equipment from your sideline and equip it.
Okay.
Not so great in sealed, but that's pretty cool in constructed. I mean, your sideline's pretty stuffed as it is, but
it's also a power action, so
yeah,
you kind of got to take a whole turn sitting in someone's face with toughness.
I mean, it's
to comically pull your massive mallet out of nowhere.
Yeah. It's definitely full flavor. I think that's why he's 50 clicks here. Or I mean, 50. Whoa, 8 clicks. Then his last 3 clicks with the special defense, he has Flurry, Naked Attack, and 3 damage, Close Combat Expert. His defense is Tune Physiology. If Pork Grind would take damage from an attack, unless the attack roll was doubles or part of a terrain action, instead the attacker knocks him back a number of squares equal to the damage dealt.
Yo.
So he's knocking him back? Part of the...
No. He himself is getting knocked back instead of taking damage.
Okay. But would he take knockback damage then?
He still would take knockback damage because he doesn't have a reducer.
Yeah.
Which means I was about to say the Disney World version, but I guess the Toon World that you're playing in here. You're playing him normally up at the top. He gets hit. You're going to take the turn to power action here. And I know I just joked that that's awful. but you want to. Equip your massive mallet, your venom axe, your necro spear, whatever you've got. Destroyer armor, whatever. And then when they hit you, because you're just in their face with toughness, like they're going to hit you. If you land on any of these back 3 clicks, suddenly you've got Flurry swinging 12 for 4 plus whatever your equipment is. And in order to do real damage to you, they have to do doubles or hit you with a terrain action. If they don't do that, you just get knocked back. And if you do happen to combine this with, the destroyer armor where you can't be knocked back because you're bigger than them now.
And a reducer, yeah.
And a reducer, like you just become unkillable. So I don't think he's going to break the metagame, but when you pull this off, you're going to feel like a god.
If that had protected outwit, I think it could have.
I'm so glad it does it. I'm not trying to get port grinded in modern. That's cool though. Like you're gonna feel great when that actually pops off.
Very cool flavor piece for sure.
And I love that he has plasticity on these clicks that you can equip the equipment. Because let's say, you're playing against a jerk that doesn't want you to live the dream. I'm just not going to attack port grind, but then you're just going to time me up forever. So it puts you in a really tough spot where I don't want to hit you because then I'll never be able to kill you. But if I don't hit you, I can't do anything either because you've just got me wrapped up.
Yeah, you're stuck in here with me.
Yeah, I enjoy the little storyline that they've given us with that dial. Yeah. So I've got Gore the God Butcher, which... sick name. I know literally nothing about this character.
Unreal.
035 with cosmic energy team ability. I don't think we've seen cosmic energy anywhere.
Nope.
Symbiote, assassin, cosmic, deity, monster keywords. Real name is Gore, obviously. Shame they didn't give him his title in the real name thing, but that's fine.
That is his name.
Trait, all black, Godslayer. That does not roll off the tongue very well, but I imagine that's a weapon.
The sword, yeah.
Blades, claws, fangs. When Gore the God Butcher uses it, notice that there's no double slash here, so it has to be this version of Blades, claws, fangs that you're using. They may re-roll the result if the target character has the deity or herald keyword. That's bad news bears for me. I love my heralds. Double slash. When Gore the God Butcher rolls a single d6, if the displayed result is 1 or a 2, after resolutions, generate a black berserker bystander. Let's take a look at that bystander real quick, because this just cares about a d6, so when you roll willpower at the start of the turn, you could also be making one of these dudes. So the black berserker bystander is 6-speed charge, normal speed movement, so we're not flying or anything. 11 attack with blades, 18 invincible defense, and 2 damage shape change. That's a really good bystander.
Right.
I'm glad they don't fly so they can't carry each other or anything crazy, but that's really good. And you can generate them off of willpower, you can generate them off of a breakaway, you can generate him off of his blades so far. And we'll keep an eye out if there's any other d6s we can roll. Second trait, put our faith in... What? Put our faith in only ourselves and one another. I don't know if that's a typo or not.
Based, yeah.
Yep. Other characters can't generate bystanders. So, already... Oh, okay. Someone in our group chat was telling me that all bystanders were just not going to work in Silver Pulp anymore when this set comes legal, and I think this is what I was supposed to see. I just never actually clicked on the link that he sent. I blame ADHD. Modify Gore the God Butcher's combat values by +1 for each character with the deity keyword in an opponent's KO area. I don't imagine that's going to come up very often, because I imagine
80
that.
is not huge. Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine the easiest way that's going to happen is with bystanders, but bystanders lose all their keywords when they go to the KO area. Like, you don't keep cheated keywords with you when you die. You just get whatever's printed on you. So that's not going to come up often, but if it does, it'll be really nice. It'll feel very flavorful if you kill somebody that's a deity, and then now you're more powerful for the rest of the game. So we're 120 points or 65 points for 8 clicks and 5 clicks. So really below rate on both of those, actually. We have flight, 0 range, 1 bolt. On our big boy clicks here, we have 8 speed hypersonic, 12 attack precision strike, 19 defense invincible, and 4 damage. Pretty solid. No range makes that a little bit more restrictive, but it does guarantee that if you use this like a full speed charge, you have to break away even if you have no squares of movement left for the second half of the hypersonic, which means you can potentially generate a bystander after your hypersonic's done right next to the person you just punched. So normally that's a bad thing when you combo hypersonic without improved movement characters. But this is a character that uniquely takes advantage of it, which I think is really cool. Our 65 point line starts 3 clicks down on click number 4. We lose hypersonic and go to charge. We lose precision strike and get 12 attack super strength. We lose invincible and go to 19 imperv. And then we gain 4 damage battle fury. So in sealed in this set where there's a lot of shape change floating around, 65 might be a really good point line to play him at. But 120 is for the full abuse. You're getting willpower, blades, and that last breakaway on the hypersonic to generate these guys. And there's no max limit on the bystanders. So you can kind of just go buck wild if you play him at 120 and live the whole dream. If you play it at 65, it's going to be hard to hit the super senses pieces, but you're going to have super strength then, and you're going to be able to squeeze more damage. And you've got battle fury, so you'll be able to get through shape change. Solid piece. I like both point lines.
Yeah, I just wish he had a couple more clicks, but...
yeah, if he was just a little bit beefier, I could see it. Yeah. But 19 defense printed is, you don't see often.
Yeah, especially giving him that on the 65 was nice.
Mm-hmm.
The 65 points, very...
Ooh, also, imperv on the 65 also means that you could generate a bystander.
1-2, yeah.
That's really good.
But you might be dead if you if you roll that 1-2, but...
Yeah, it's alright. We'll make it. Yeah, there's a lot of exploit in this set, so maybe not play him at 65 unless you just can't squeeze anything else on the build.
Alright, next we got Spider-Boy. He's 036. He has the Spider-Man team ability, Spider-Man family and animal. His real name is, oh man, I'm glad, Bailey Bartholomew Briggs. The triple alliteration there.
Yeah, that kid was born to be a superhero with a name like that.
Bartholomew. Sounds like a Flash name, man.
It does, yeah.
He's got the Wall Collar trait. He has another trait, Return from Non-Existence. Spider-Boy can't be targeted by opposing characters unless they either began the turn adjacent to him or no other friendly characters are on the map.
Okay. So you can't even, like, running shot pulse wave this. Oh, no, it's not protected pulse wave, so you can still do that.
Yeah, pulse wave does not care.
But you do have to be next to him to hit him any other way. And start next to him. You can't just charge blades this dude, which is nice.
And he has the wall crawler, so
yeah.
He's a hard guy to hit for sure. Let's look at the rest of him here. He's 40 points for 4 clicks, 0 range, 1 bolt, 8 sidestep, naked attack, reflexes, and the special damage power, which is probability control.
Woo! We got it.
We got it. It's in the game. 1 rare piece. That's crazy.
Also, Spider-Man family is hurting on support powers, just as a keyword in Modern. So having a 40-point prob piece that's hard to kill is much needed for that keyword.
And sidestep at like major mobility, right? Sidestep and wall crawler. And Spider Boy can use it twice a turn, but only if both targets are Spider-Man ally there. So
yeah, with the Spider-Man TA.
Yeah, so he can prob himself twice. He can prob other Spider-Man. He can prob your Spider-Man. I think he is unique.
He is, yeah. I think he's the first unique character we've seen.
Which is nice. Because I don't want to play a team of people I can't hit. That sounds like something someone would do. And that's no fun. Once he gets hit, he does have a click of Flurry, Blades, and Perplex on the back dial there. He gets one click of Poison, which is a little strange. But yeah, cool little prop piece. Definitely could see some play outside of Sealed.
Yeah, seems solid.
Very happy to pull this rare.
Yeah, normally I'm a little bit upset when the Spider-Man TA doesn't also have senses on the dial, but in this case you don't need it. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, you're chilling.
We have the Maker 037. This is the Cabal keyword. Fantastic for Revenger's Symbiote Scientist. Real name Reed Richards, of course. We have the trait Symbiotic Experiments. When Maker starts the game, if he's unequipped, generate and equip a symbiote prototype equipment token to him. / Power. Generate and equip a symbiote prototype equipment token to a friendly character within 4 squares. So no line of sight required. Let's take a look at that first. So this is the symbiote prototype equipment token made by the Maker. It is indestructible, which just means that you can't break it with a closer range destroy action. Effect is shape change, so we're just handing out shape change, which is cool. When this character uses it and fails, after resolutions, heal them 1 click and destroy the symbiote prototype. And so, even if you bring this guy in off the sideline, as soon as he hits the map, he gives himself one. So he'll always have shape change at least once. And then once you beat it one time, it's just gone. And he's using this power action to give it to other people. Okay, I'm sold already. A bit niche, but he's got the scientist keyword, so he's going to fit in a lot of teams with that. We have a special attack power that we get on our top point line that we do not get on the bottom, but we'll get hit onto it if we start there. The Burden of Science. Precision Strike, Giant Reach for very Mr. Fantastic power to have.
Weird name for it.
Yeah. We have 70-point line and 30-point line. 0 range double bolts. At 70 points, we start with 8 speed charge, 11 attack with this precision giant reach 4, 19 defense mastermind, and keep in mind shape change at least once because of the token, and prob. So you're going to notice in Sealed if someone's playing the Maker, I think. Especially because this is one of the only ways we've seen to mastermind to the 15-point symbiote to guarantee the kill. So there's a little bit of combos happening here at the 70-point line. At 30 points, we start on click 5, and that's with sidestep at 4 speed, 10 attack, telekinesis. It's in the set. We found it.
One single guy.
Yeah, a naked 17 defense, but again, we're going to have shape change. And 2 damage outwit. So this is sidestep, TK, outwit for 30 points, which I think Symbiote is really going to like. Just as a keyword in Modern.
Heals and shape change, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, not bad. If you open this guy in Sealed, which point line you playing him at? Because if you play him at 70, you're giving up your TK in Sealed.
Yeah, the TK or prob. Yeah, I mean, it depends on your team. Probably TK outwit. That's going to be more impactful, I think.
Yeah, if I don't have a big hitter, I'll play him at 70. But in general, I think he's going to be relegated to that low point line. But there's not a lot of protected outwit in this set, so outwit's going to make a big comeback in Sealed here.
Alright, our last rare is Venom.
Yo, that's a sick hoodie that she's wearing in that sculpt.
Yeah, that's her symbiote is, yeah, it looks more like a hoodie in her universe. It's pretty cool. And the tongue is kind of the zipper.
I would rock that hoodie.
She is 038. She has the Spider-Man team ability for a Venom, which is weird. I mean, some get it, I guess. Spider-Man family symbiote celebrity detective. Real name Gwendolyn Stacy. She's got the wall crawler trait. She has a special movement power she gets sporadically through her dial, which is Predator mode, sidestep. Non-adjacent opposing characters can't draw lines of fire to Gwenom. She has a special damage power, which is sprinkled throughout her dial. It's just called Symbiote. Plasticity shape change. So that's tough. Why is that not a trait?
Yeah, because they love giving like Gwen normally the symbiote trait, even if they don't give it to anybody else in the set that she's from. That's just like they give it to her all the time.
Yeah, she had it. Yeah.
And this is the first time they give her like wall crawler instead.
Yeah. Like, we'll give it to her on clicks 2, 5, 6, and 8. You know.
Yeah, the dial kind of looks like modern art. You know, like when you watch someone just throw a paint can over top of a canvas. It's just sprinkled with all kinds of stuff.
You're 8, you're starting charge 8, 11 blades, 18 super senses, 2 damage per plex. She is 60 points for 8 clicks, which is nice.
Yeah, that's great.
But yeah, she gets hit. She's got flurry for 1 click, toughness 19, which is awesome. She gets the shape change, so 1 damage. She turns into a pretty nice attacker.
And she doesn't have a reducer, so you could force that to happen if you got creative.
Yeah. Then she gains super strength for a couple clicks, and then reflexes, and then on her last style, they're like, "How about nothing? We'll give her naked defense with, I guess, shape change." So
she is a charge blades perplex piece, though, so you're not upset to see her at all.
Yeah,
it's just kind of weird.
8 clicks for 60 points. It would have been nice to have a good, usable Venom. I mean, she's fine.
Yeah, she's not awful. Like, she's got a lot of reach on top dial. With wall crawler, into the charge, plus the, like, super senses. And perplex to help either get her there or someone else there to boost her defense.
If she had traded
just strange
shape change, I think it would have felt a lot nicer for sure.
I could definitely see that. Yeah,
you could just never land on those clicks, right? Like,
yeah, I think she's gonna have to be poisoned down to the first one and sealed, which I could see happening.
Yep, that would be nice.
But after that, it's kind of crazy, because if she gets hit by one of these charge blades pieces, she's going somewhere between clicks like 2 and 6. And half of those clicks have flurry. Some of those clicks have... Actually, half of those clicks have shape change as well. And then you just might land on the sidestep super strength clicks, which is a little weird.
Yeah. They have such clear design on dials, and then sometimes they just... spaghetti.
Yeah, they throw it at the wall, see what sticks.
Yep.
But I think that's us for common, uncommon, rare. I think the 2 equipment are clearly the start of the super rares here.
Yeah.
So overall, we very limited on support powers. I think we only saw a handful of perplex.
2 perplexes.
We found 2 probs, both in the rare slots.
2 leadership.
2 leaderships, yeah. And
gonna be wild.
Yeah, a decent amount of pretty solid attackers, a couple of empowers, a couple of these like energy explosion pieces to really kind of get around all this toughness and shape change floating about. And not as much of this symbiote trait as I expected. So maybe this 4 range and 3 range that they're throwing around isn't going to feel that bad. And when you do happen to have a symbiote with the symbiote physiology, you're going to feel that as a good thing. like a bonus instead of just something that everybody has.
It's definitely a unique cur for sure.
Are there any pieces you're really excited about?
The most guys have wall crawler, I guess, so you get that TK is not going to be that big of an issue. But yeah, I'm excited for the Eddie Brock. Obviously, that's going to be a cool piece to build with. I'm already thinking on stuff to put him on, along with the Lasher and what's his name, Rex Strickland.
Yeah, that was the first I was looking for here. I think this dude is going to be a menace and Silver Pulp first and foremost.
Yeah, look at that mustache, you know, menacing.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing what you end up building with him for Soldier and Symbiote keywords. Because even if you... Oh, they do need both, so you can't just build a Symbiote team. Like, it has to be the combo.
Yeah. But there are some, like Agent Anti-Venom has both.
Yeah, it seems like there's a couple of them where it's just kind of built in. Like Lasher, for example. I'm interested in this Lasher piece, too, because if you can combo him on any of those teams, he is going to feel good at 35 points. Which is weird, because when I first looked at this dial, I was like, what am I looking at? I thought they went off the deep end at first, but the more I looked at it, the more I started to see the vision.
Yeah, and even if they don't kill him, right? That last click is decent, right?
Mm-hmm.
4 exploits, tough. Like, oh, he's got a 10, but yeah, he hits here for 4. You're not laughing.
Yeah, I think Sliver's going to be pretty cool too.
Yeah, pretty unique. I love to see that kind of design, and it's free. No willpowers. No.
Yeah, no. You don't need to kill a person.
Yeah.
I know already that I'm gonna forget that that's what this character does, and I'm gonna charge in and be like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna pop this character," and then she's gonna live, flip over, and I'm gonna be like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Let's talk about this. Don't do this to me."
It happened a lot in the Guardian set with that Gamora where she can flip, or Nebula where she can flip dials. Yeah. It's a pretty cool mechanic.
But yeah, I'm really liking everything I see here. Any parting words before we wrap it up?
No. See ya for part 2, and yeah, I'm excited to build up this Anti-Venom. I know he is gonna be a favorite of mine for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find out how I can break this Clintar symbiote for sure. Someone's gonna want it, and Lord knows if I put another bolt onto my Machine Gun Starro team, people are gonna be really upset with me. But we need, I think, like 5 more characters to be released.
Yeah.
Before we can go into everything else, and Lord knows there's a lot of one-shots in this set. So we'll have quite a long recording for the next one.
It's 16.
It's so much, and some of them are massively impactful, so we can't just skip over them.
Yeah.
But that's it for us. We'll see you next time on Tokened Up.